Once upon a slightly satirical time in the quaint little town of Tinselton, there lived an eccentric craftsman named Sidney Sparkles. Sidney was renowned for their astonishing ability to transform the most mundane household materials into charming fabric ornaments, arguably perfect for any tree, except possibly the infamous Hanukkah firewood sculpture, but that's another tale. Sidney Sparkles was not your average decorating enthusiast. Armed with a hot glue gun holstered like a gunslinger in a wild western, and fabric scraps more diverse than the wardrobe changes at an awards show, Sidney embarked every year on an epic quest to outdo not only their neighbors, but also Sidney himself from the previous year. The townsfolk loved when the holidays rolled around, not just for the twinkling lights and chilly weather, but for the annual Sparkle Extravaganza. It was a spectacle less about tradition and more akin to an Acme factory run wild with expressions of colorful creativity stuck to every conceivable surface. This year, Sidney had decided to outshine Santa Claus, and possibly endanger the International Space Station's supply of glitter, with their newest collection entitled Sidney's Super Sparkly Space-Themed Tree Beautifiers. As the grand reveal approached, anticipation ran high, spurring gossip rivaled only by that time the mayor's cat ran for office and nearly won. Neighbor after neighbor lined up outside Sidney's workshop, eagerly counting down to the unveiling of the chief creation, the Nebulous Star, a fabric ornament crafted to resemble, quite uncannily, a supernova that had consumed too much Christmas cheer. Finally, the fateful day arrived. Sidney opened their workshop doors, and the townsfolk gasped, in not entirely fake awe. The ornaments were unveiled in a chaotic symphony of flashing fabric hues, enough rhinestones to make Liberace blush, and more frills than on a Victorian afternoon tea gown. However, just as the spotlight basked on the Nebulous Star, an unexpected plot twist occurred. The ornament let out an ominous creak, an audible reminder that recycled pizza boxes, whilst eco-friendly, might not be the most stable structural support when laced with hefty doses of bedazzlement. With bated breath, the crowd watched as the Nebulous Star teetered precariously on the branches of Sidney's famously festooned tree, which was now groaning under the sheer weight of ambition and rhinestones. Sidney Sparkles, never one to shy from a crafting catastrophe, quickly leaned in, and with a daring leap not unlike a medieval knight rescuing a damsel, or rather, a daring decorator rescuing a damsel-shaped decoration, saved the Nebulous Star from its own celestial demise. The townsfolk erupted into applause, transforming the near disaster into a legendary act of grace under glitter, a testament to design daring and chaotic creativity.